Message did not send. I'm probably not gonna worry much about it. There's very little actually on my mind for what to do currently. I need 602 red ability tokens for Rally Boost quest to be completed. And I do still go for all those tokens. Also, I got past 1 million battle points like yesterday, I think. So all right. All my, or most of my, for the most part, my planters are ready. I will do some damage to the snow bear again for more snowflakes. And maybe some RBC because that's the only thing I can think of even doing right now. So, yeah. Wait, is this too fast? No, it's not. That's good. Luckily, I did get the 4th batch of snowflakes there. Nice. Alright. I might be able to defeat Coconut Crab as well eventually. Or like, I think it's already spawned back in, so I don't know yet. I don't really want the microconverters, but I guess I can do this. Full column of gingerbread bears. Alright. Alright, that was a lot luckier than the last one. Nice. Yeah, Planet of Plenty is at 97.1. I have to get a lot from Cactus. Since I mostly do that from Planter of Plenty, I typically find this the hardest quest out of all of them. And this just so happens to be quest 911, so, yeah. Anyways, oh, hold up. Alright, I'll see if I can find puff shrooms, and also, yeah, the coconut crab is here, so. If I wanted to go for that, I could. Okay, we got a couple of rare ones over here. Okay, that one did nothing, apparently. So. Going well, I think. Apparently, never mind. Oh, wait. Okay. I guess I'll just slowly start to guide these towards, like, red fields or something. I don't know. How will that go? We got a few in strawberries, so yeah. Sunflower now, I guess. Okay, there's an epic here now. Okay, got another sticker there. Will I be able to get to this rare in time? I don't think so. Barely. Got a little bit out of it, at least. I do not think any of my current planters have puff shrooms ready. Yeah, not even this one. Okay. So. Alright. I could just go for the last 314 red ability tokens. So, maybe. Okay, got a lot of tokens just from all those precise targets. So. Okay, that went well again. We're already closing in on the amount we need, so... yeah, this is going well. Alright, more red boost tokens there. Yeah, this has likely chance of getting done within the next couple minutes, which is nice. There's no time for me to get all those. Okay. I'll do that and go for those as well. Now we're 130 away. I wasn't planning to actually get this much pollen. Or enough that's filling up my bag. As much as it currently is. That's a bit surprising. Given the situation I'm trying to go for. Or the goal I actually have. Okay, we're already down to the last 50. Alright. And that's it, okay. And it's a harder one, okay. Yeah, I should get more of those game passes. And probably just do some main challenges now, maybe. Might as well. Yeah. Here we go. Hopefully this goes well. But yeah, we've got a goal of 785 fire ants mostly. Might go well, we'll see. I don't know. So yeah. Hopefully this will go. Hopefully I'll get a lot from here. And other ones afterwards as well. There's no way I get it done. No, lost a few frames there. I know what's going on. Oh yeah. The text is covering the frame rate, but I'm like looking at that just in case. Oh yeah, I am. I'm losing a couple frames. Or like the game freezes a bit for some reason, I don't know why. Yeah, it keeps occasionally dropping down to like 40 for like a very split second. Yeah. Hello, well, might as well Oliver, even though it's probably too late anyways. 3 minutes left. I think I have already messed up a couple of them. Why is the game just freezing every so often? I don't know. It's done that a lot already. I don't understand why. It's not something that usually happens. Oh, that was... What is going on? Is it something about the server? I'm going Shift F5 mode again. Oh. Oh, that was terrible. Wow. I got 92 fire ants that time. Maybe there is something I can't tell. I think I'm gonna go into another one. Let's see what happens. Actually, hold up. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, that is definitely quite noticeable in this server. Like, I'm really just trying to make sure that, yeah, every time it freezes a bit, like, some shows up here for, like, a frame. Wow. I was away for a little bit, but did that say, like, past below 30 or something? For a brief moment? I don't even know. Yeah, but it did say, like, 28. It stays above 60 during normal gameplay, but then it just freezes for, like, at, like, random intervals. For some reason. I can't figure out why. Like, what's going on here? Yeah, this is... Oh, that's concerning. It keeps doing that here. I don't know what's going on. Should I might server hop. Because I don't know. This could affect things. Potentially. Yep, went down to 38, 38 again. Yep, it's still doing that. Like, oh my. There's a chance that I lost a couple of ants because of, just there being too many on the field already. It's not good. Okay. This is still very strange. Hello, hello world. I'll just see if this, game freezing issue just keeps happening outside the ant challenge, because it wasn't when I was doing this, but like, or like so far didn't stream it at all, but like, the moment I stepped into the ant challenge, I'm noticing like all these issues with that. Or like the same thing happening numerous times. Wow, okay, that was crazy. Yeah, 495. I'm gonna have to check on that. I don't know. Yeah, no reason to keep that amulet at all. Anyways, Yeah. Just figuring out what my next plan is gonna be. The werewolf can be defeated now as well. Yeah. Scorpions can be defeated as well. So let me go do that. This is pretty much me just trying to figure out what to do other than RBC, because I'm not motivated to do that nowadays. Alright, that quest is done. Seems like in a longer time, I'm going to keep growing leaderboards certain games that I'm heavily dependent on chat. I wasn't even chatting in those games to begin with. So, that'll still happen. But for games like, I think Friendship Island and Sacrifice Sanctuary are two of the main ones, but in this case, but like, those I won't even be able to access because if I don't age verify, Roblox is probably gonna put me in Roblox Kids for some reason, and then I won't even be able to play moderated games. In this case, both of those two in particular. Pretty sure Outlaster's safe from that. Beesmas definitely safe from that. So those two I can still do. Like I haven't checked on the total Roblox drama leaderboards for a while, but I have been told that there's too many exploiters for it to be worth it. So I don't know about that one. But for some of the other, even the potential options that would be like, that's kind of, it's a bit more limiting now. Not even because of the chat restrictions, but just because of game ratings and stuff. Bit of a disadvantage to not be able to see other people's chats. Like, I guess I'll end up having to take that. Then. This one. I still don't really have plans to give my ID/selfie to Roblox and Persona. Haven't trusted them really. People without verified accounts being grouped with kids. Yep. Or I guess it's more, yeah, like, yeah, both those groups only being able to play like the same types of games could cause issues. I mean, those non-age verified people can't even really use chat anyways. There could be something's gonna happen. Also, probably won't verify. Yeah. this is the point where everyone says it's going to be possibly the downfall of Roblox, and yeah, it does definitely feel like it will be. I wonder how game player counts will look once everything is rolled out or whatever. So, one of the games that I was doing a long play series of in another channel, that game's developer also didn't want to ID verify, so I was kind of close to not being able to finish the series there. Like if I lived in a region where the Roblox Kids and stuff, like the Roblox Kids thing was already out, then I wouldn't even be able to finish. But I kind of focused on that last couple days and got it done there. So yeah, in terms of the leaderboard grind things, I think I am still gonna stick to Outlaster. So really most of Roblox are just brain rot game players, yeah. Because it was mainly like half a year ago maybe, if I were to guess, then where it's just like the same 2 or 3 games getting like millions of players, and Grow Garden having like 20 something million, or Grow Garden and Still Growing on both having like 20 something million after updates, or maybe was it ever 20 million? I don't remember. I still like find it crazy to think that before those games showed up, the record for the most concurrent players was like 2.7 million, and then it like octupled in a few months or something. I think I'll do the drive runs, sure. I mean, you don't see the same games getting like you don't see those games getting like 20 million players anymore, but like there's still many games in like in a similar genre getting like hundreds of thousands all the time. But I guess for like the smaller subset of people that like other types of games such as Outlast and whatever, chatting would be essential, almost. So, yeah. Actually, hold on. And yeah. Oh yeah, both of those issues. Yeah, the tiered obbies thing having those being locked. I'm already getting the notification saying this game will be locked. Let's check if it'll be able to play. I don't want to check, and I don't think I doubt I ever will. And yeah, the EDNS2 clip also being unavailable. I think like there might have been another thing. No, wait. Yeah, no. It's kind of just mostly unfair, really, to those who don't want to verify. You like you have like, so if you have to do that in order to beat obbies, then it doesn't feel fair in that way to those that don't want to verify for their own safety. Okay, got the white pawn there. So we'll just have to see what happens. I also, yeah, one of the other things I wonder what's gonna happen is like I wonder how the stock is going to turn out, because a lot of things sometimes feel like they're geared towards like the interests of like investors and stuff. I know it's been doing like terribly the last few months, but I don't know what'll happen to it going forward. Tempted to go for just the blue pawn so I don't have to switch fields. I'll take the one cog per round there as well. Okay, I didn't miss the golden cog mower, luckily. Uh-oh. Oh, most of those are inside the wall. That's not good. Hurry up. Okay, I got all 16 cogs from that, luckily. Ever since IPO, yeah. Feels like a lot of people have thought that way ever since. I think it was starting to go, I think from what I remember of it, it was like going down for a bit earlier than, or like a couple years ago, then it went up a little. It's like, I think to its like highest point for like maybe like, I don't know exactly when, but I know I think it's like lost like nearly, if I remember correctly, nearly 70%. I could check now, but currently, yeah, a slight rebound from its lower point around like 10 days ago. Not as much compared to what it was, but yeah, it's been falling off since like late October. So and I wonder if it's actually gonna work. And like, even with how low it went, I wonder if they're still gonna try to appeal to more investors to just hope that price goes back up at the expense of user satisfaction. Okay. Here we go with the goo now. Still just straightforward, even though I just don't really use the gumdrops. In a somewhat related sense, I've actually kind of had some ideas to move like slightly away from Roblox content. Even if I still did the live streams of leaderboard grinds, I'd still like have ideas for things that weren't really Roblox related. I'm not exactly sure when I'm gonna end up making those, because there are some cases where I don't trust myself as much with actually getting the content made, but if I do, it'll probably be kind of interesting. I don't know. Not sure if it will be to the same people that enjoyed the Roblox content or live streams, but yeah. Like before, I used to keep making like a couple of new channels for like different things, but I keep switching so often that, like, nothing's gonna work if I switch over and over and over again. But I feel like what I'm gonna end up doing is, like, things based on, like, a few different topics. And I'm not exactly sure what yet, but yeah. Just whatever comes to mind, maybe. Okay, the scorpions are here, apparently. That's 4 out of 6. Alright, here we go. Ah, that almost hit the corner. Oh wait, no, there's 3 in Pine Tree, I think. Yeah. Let me get those real quick. Of course, the mantis is spawning the exact same time I get here, too. Okay, Cogmo number 4 has been defeated. Pineapple Patch for the last 4. Half health as well, so gonna be a bit careful. It's not amazing. Anyways. I really do hope you enjoy the Alice live streams when I start doing them. If Beesmas gets extended by another month for BBM, I'm probably gonna end up doing that to try and get that quest done. We've been waiting for that on the BSS side of things for a while. and we're already in the middle of a Beesmas that's never lasted as long as it has, so the fact that BBM is still not out is kind of surprising to a lot of us. And I have absolutely no idea, well, first of all, if there will be a BBM quest for the, end of all the Beesmas quests for this year and stuff, and, or, like, second of all, like, or, like, kind of a related question, but, like, is Beesmas gonna get extended? If BBM releases, if that quest releases with no extension to Beesmas, then the list of people, that, complete the quest is probably gonna be so small that I could say it in one breath. Or, like, the full list of the people that do complete it. So... But it does, at the same time, Beesmas also feels incomplete without BBM's quest, so... I do still lean towards the fact that it might be released, and they're probably, like, gonna be an extension. But I have no idea what's gonna happen. Alright. Cloverfield, pollen. Almost there, just a bit more. Got it, okay. So... luckily I can get 5 drives. I would not be able to do this without the upgrades, which in this case I haven't gotten any really. So... alright. Got all the ones I could. And another red. So now I have 555. So... yeah, I've had low motivation to do RoboBird challenge runs because of what I'm gonna do after Beesmas. Because I've always stated that I have plans to switch my leaderboard approach. Which isn't something because of, like... it's not really Roblox causing the issue with the slight change in my preferred leaderboard grind for Bee Swarm. I guess that's kind of slightly different, and yeah. I still do have plans to... I think it is just gonna be like Bee Swarm Simulator, there's a Nectar leaderboard maybe, and then like Alaster's leaderboard as well. But if I want to do any more, then, I don't know. We'll just have to find out. You still have to get 611, no, 511 fire ants. So, averaging like about 170 for each of the next 3 ant challenges that I do, which I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. How much would I need for top? Only 5? Oh wait, yeah. It's gonna be like 513 again. So there's 3 hours left, so that's about like 1/8 of the day. So it would probably go maybe to here. Maybe it would stay at 511. I don't know. Also, what I've noticed here is that it's gotta be an issue with Ant Challenge in particular. Since that has not happened at all, like, outside of that. From what I've noticed. It's gotta be something up with Ant Challenge and, like, how it handles how the ants being killed or something. And I don't know what's going on with that. I can get a lot of ants quickly at this stage of the thing for now. Got Scorching Star there. I can't tell if I'm getting ants a bit, like, slightly slower than usual, but I don't even know at all, honestly. Uh... 14k on the Scorching Star there, which I was not going for. But yeah. Okay, barely got the 10x red boost timer refreshed. I'm gonna to focus on my HP again. It's like a little bit above half. Got Scorching Star a little bit earlier than I was expecting. Hello Moon SDK. I haven't really I've not been trading B clips at all really, so I don't think I have any B clips that I'm really planning on trading right now, so will this get past 500? Yep, it definitely will. 508 is not gonna be enough. Just a little bit short of what I was going for. So, yeah. I honestly haven't thought enough about the poinsettias lately. I know it'd be in inbox. More potential on that one. Now I've heard that people have 15 B-Clip case slots, but I'm not even sure how. And I haven't really just been kept it at 14. So, I still haven't hyper optimized a lot of things, so. Could go back to the puff shrooms in like a couple minutes as well. Okay, I got kind of lucky with the stockings there. All right. Actually, yeah, I probably should have. I could have used like a loaded dice. Right before getting one from the battle planter. I already had 25, I think. So. Oh, this is something I've never noticed. And also 18th. Like 3 days behind 5th, but I'm not gonna get that much before the leaderboard refreshes. And that's not something I really planned for to begin with, so... yeah. I'll just get the glue dispenser now. I can use some of these now that I have this from the unlimited gumdrops from the glue dispenser. So, yeah. Spontaneous combustion of the amount that I have. Occasionally, never mind, okay. Let's fix now. Yeah, there, I got that. Now it's just... I'll just feed the strawberries to my bees now, actually. Because it's kind of easy to do. I'll just give it to a random bee, doesn't matter much. Because of how little, bond I get. If I get like 4,000 from that in comparison to like the 500 billion that I need overall. So... okay, glitch token there. And... oh yeah, I forgot I said I was gonna do the puff shrooms. '100th place now needs 258 quadrillion. It's actually pretty close between a couple of the people there. I'm still trying to think of something to do that isn't the RBC that I lost motivation for. Nothing really there. I mean, the puff shrooms are still here. I guess I'll see what I can get from them. Hmm. Okay. Nice. 50 treats isn't really that much, but like... yeah. 15 minutes into werewolf spawns. I also sort of had a goal to go for 3,000 polar power before the end of the Beesmas. And it looks like I'm on pace to do it if I don't stop going for them. which I probably will at some point, but yeah. There's a couple things I sort of thought off doing, like I'm not gonna check the gingerbread house until BBM's quest releases, like just in case, because I have no idea what's gonna be in the BBM quest. Commander Chick's still at 1,000,000 HP. Because it's the last one I plan to do, I keep saving that for the end of Beesmas. Like, I've got that in mind for the, I think I'll do that for the final day of Beesmas. Have I ever been banned because people mass reported you? No, actually. Somehow I have not been banned after all the false accusation reports, actually. Since I have done a lot of games, so it does feel a little surprising that is the case, but yeah. Yeah. Actually, the newer interest in leaderboards actually makes me wonder if I could also go for the, partially makes me wonder if I can go for the Honeybee Helpers leaderboard, but at the same time, if I specifically try to go for that leaderboard, I would probably end up, sacrificing more the ability to go for, like, the Brown Bear and Nectar leaderboards a little bit. Like, if I'm gonna choose leaderboards to go for after Beesmas, I'm gonna be choosing these two. It also feels interesting that this is, like, a spot on the map that, like, where the music, like, barely plays. If I can find that region again. Yeah. Like, I have no idea why it's so quiet over here. In particular. I've never figured out. It's the case either. And for Riley be 81 quests away, and for Bucko 63 away. So there is slight progress being made on both of those leaderboards, like towards the top 100. But because I don't like doing the Bloom's quests, I have decided I'm still making the decision that I'm not going to do those leaderboards after getting the top 100 the first time. So yeah. Getting the blooms just takes me a lot of manual grinding to do. Unlike a lot of the other ones, where I could just AFK in one field and then with the right setup and it could all be completed, kind of. With some exceptions. Like the goo, I might have to set up a little bit for. But for the most part, yeah. It's mainly just the blooms now. It's even more of an issue in terms of leaderboard grinding there. So, there's always this, I keep ending up in these situations where, like I'm still waiting for the BBM quest, which is usually the one thing that I could probably keep me busy for a lot of this, and I still have, like, mainly a bit of demotivation for the Robot Bear Challenge, since I've already done that goal. I've already done my goal there, and if I'm completely switching plans to something that won't even really, where RBC won't even matter really, or the drives within it, then I'm not really too interested in going for that these days. It's about repetitive to me. So, but that was really the only thing that I've been really one of the only things I've been doing while waiting for BBM. And I've really been sure like what else to get done. Like sometimes really in Buckle Big Quest can be a bit more interesting to do until there's a couple that take a bit more time to do, and something like the strawberries that I end up completing in impractical ways. I almost clicked on the wrong box. So, wait. Okay, yeah, tied 66th there. So, I don't know. I wonder if I should, it might be a bit of a stretch, but maybe I can go for, like, after the Hive renovation, I could, in theory, go for, 1,000 brown bear quests by the end of the year. Which might be hard to get done, but I don't know, honestly. Like all the planters that I keep planting. The one in Cactus Field I've planted earlier, where I have to get 7.5 trillion. The fact that I have to plant the planter of planting 8 times here is hard enough, but when you also add in the fact that the planter's growth slows down each time, even harder. So, yeah. And I'm still continuing to optimize things too with the the way I get the vials and stuff. Like, for example, in a lot of these cases, I would, make 2 more invigorating vials by using one and then replacing it with another one of 12 hours. Or using 12 hours of nectar, so I'd have an extra 8 hours of nectar when I get the Planter of Plenty, I guess. Like, and the amount of nectar I currently have wouldn't even matter because, like, I get more than a day's worth each time. The one thing about going from nectar leaderboard is that I will have to switch out of the current Diamond Cog amulet and go with one with 5% nectar. I feel like there have been a couple of more interesting ones to go for, or like more interesting like options for potentially choosing an amulet with the nectar that I need. But some of them I felt like they were a bit too early, so I've kind of just rejected all those. And I also used to have, I think earlier I used to have a decent amulet with some of the nectar as well, like the nectar 5% nectar as well, but like I think I just ended up seeing a better one at one point and just chose that instead, so yeah. So then, yeah. The werewolf is probably gonna spawn very soon, yeah, 3 minutes. And during all these streams, I keep trying to fill up, like, a 2-hour time span, which in some cases just doesn't work out when I just run out of ideas early. I did briefly think about doing Retro Swarm as well, but definitely, like, that usually goes way better with other people, and when it comes to that, since I can't really chat at all, that's way harder now. Similar thing with trading in the Hive Hub. That has gotten a lot harder because my primary method of trying to trade was just looking at the Roblox chat and trying to talk with other people through it. But now I can't even really communicate what I want to trade. Plus the fact that I'm already unconfident to begin with, that it takes a while even with communication. It's just not gonna work. So, really not sure what's gonna happen later on. Because, yeah. Getting on the honey leaderboards is definitely not something I'm going to consider going forward, though. But, like, after Beesmas. If there's another honey day, I'll try to get something, like, or a lot from that. But for now, not really sure what I'm gonna end up doing. I still have about, like, 4.8 quadrillion. Huh. It's a lot of 9s. And it has a lot of 0s. Alright. So, yeah. The sticker stack's pretty good, I'd say, so far. like I've gotten it surprisingly high. Some things I just can't hold in my inventory. And this is also in my inbox, which means I probably have to replace something at some point. Unless I forget to. Tunnel Bear and King Beetle can be defeated, actually. That's something to do. Well, I thought I could at least. 7.5 hours still for Tunnel Bear. Okay. I feel like I haven't seen one with +1 B attack in a while. So that's just kind of what I've been waiting for a while. Still undecided on what to do. If Beesmas if Beesmas timer goes all the way down to 0, nothing happens, then I'll just be trying to figure out what I want to do besides, or just continue doing RBC anyways, which I don't know if I plan on doing, because I'm just not too motivated after getting enough glitch tries on digital. So, yeah. And since I keep trying to fill time, I'll just do more ant challenges, I think. I'll see how that goes. I still need 333 ants defeated, fire ants defeated, so, it's plausible in, 2 ant challenges, maybe. I'll have to see, how the first one goes. So, yeah. Hopefully, something interesting happens. Like, hopefully I get at least 511. That's still my main goal. Might go for 512, actually, but yeah. I mainly just can't have any rounds where I go too slowly. And for the most part, I can only really hope that happens. Especially with the game freezing every time an ant dies or something. Wow, That freeze lasted a while. This is absurd. This is barely tolerable in some cases. I can't tell if I went slowly one of the rounds or if I'm actually getting ants, or if I'm getting ants like killed slightly slower than usual. HP is getting a little bit too low for this early on. Ooh, that was one of the slow rounds, I think. And same with this one. I got Scorching Star way too early. Everything froze for so long that I nearly died unfairly. Okay, this is ridiculous. Like, it just keeps going. That wasn't even 500. There's a decent amount of fire ants though. Oh, I need 160 more. My HP is all the way in the red. So yeah. I still keep trying to plan what I'm gonna do next. Because I don't know. Okay, 3 spiders. Can't even defeat the first one yet. Puff shrooms in like 45 seconds. So, yeah. You're sort of close to the 2-hour mark. We're at like an hour and 36, which is not really that close, but yeah. Actually, I don't even know where the first one is. Okay, well, I have absolutely no idea where the first puff shroom is, which is not a good sign. Unless I somehow missed it. I did. It was all the way back in Coconut. Alright then. I keep going back and forth between the same couple of fields. Okay. Puff shrooms are still something to do, so, yeah. If we need bee spawns too, that'll also be somewhat considered. Alright then. Still getting some things out of this. Or out of all these puff shrooms. Yeah, there's definitely a lot going into the rest of the 15B zone, which is cool. Haven't even left Pine Tree yet. Alright. Okay, now there's an epic and a rare here. Not that much time to get both of them, but hopefully. Okay, bear more if that'll be extremely useful. Alright, now for cactus. One last rare. Because that one's not possible to get. And neither's that one. Okay. There's like 18 minutes left until the stream reaches the 2-hour mark. Well, the spider can be killed at least. Cool. I'm still sort of thinking about my plans, so like... I'll see how many strawberries and blueberries I get while I'm AFK in Cactus Field. For the planter. I could get fireflies and see what happens. Alright. And yeah, the planter I'm gonna get now, I guess. So, I'll do what I usually do with this in this situation and get both of those. It doesn't matter really how much nectar I start this with. I can still always just do that, and now I'm at 24 hours again, every single time. So... in terms of what I'm gonna do after that... Before I sleep, I'm gonna, convert all the invigorating nectar, I had into 12 hours, just getting 12 hours of nectar. I'm gonna do something similar with, the comforting nectar as I get the hydroponic planter. I never think about how pixelated some of these numbers look when you get close to them. I will never end up getting on this leaderboard. This would take a long time and a lot of grinding to get. Also a lot of macroing for the mobs and stuff, which I would not be good at because I don't macro. And yeah, overall it's just a lot of leaderboards that I don't really have plans to get onto, really. Maybe I'll place the heat treated planter there. I think the petal planter can go in pineapple. I didn't even realize that the thumb snail was back, but yeah, it is. I didn't really think about it much, so just kind of forgot about it mostly. And the planter of plenty, I will temporarily move over to here. So I mean, not for too long. That's just kind of how I'm gonna continue to prepare for like just getting as much nectar out of what I currently have as I possibly can. Which will only be getting to 19 hours and 12 minutes of comforting nectar to just convert all of that into multiple vials and just getting that slight bit more nectar as a result. And yeah, like I said, no chance that I would go for top 5 on today's leaderboard. So yeah. Still have absolutely no idea what the next plans are gonna be. Or for the next couple of streams where I don't see BBM and I don't plan on doing the RBC either. So for those, I have absolutely no idea what the plan is gonna be at all. But yeah, anyways. Let me just go ahead and do that with all the nectar that I have. And also, since I don't really plan to do too much more today. I will do the same thing with the invigorating nectar as well, just getting more nectar out of what I currently have, and just not really caring about how much I end up with. So I can just turn this into basically 0 and be completely fine with it. And then I can replant my planter of plenty in cactus. So yeah. Maybe I'll do mono check. wonder what Mondo's ultimate goals are from just showing up there every single hour, knowing that there's a high chance that people are going to just kill it. And similar thing for some of the other mobs as well. So yeah. I can defeat. I'll just defeat those real quick, and then also do today's Wordle. I guess I don't know. I got in 4 this time, which does end my weird streak of having a lot of 3s in a row. For that. Alright. Also, Blackbear's quest, yeah, it claims to be able to keep me busy. But the quests only take, like, not really that long, like a minute or 2 at most, really. So, not sure if I'd count that as keeping me busy anymore. Yeah, it's already done, so... Anyways, we're pretty close to the 2-hour mark. One of the other things I nearly forgot to mention, because like it was something I wanted to pin a message about, but YouTube does not let me send the message for whatever reason. I can't figure out why. But user ID 11 billion for Roblox is coming pretty soon, so in a very short moment, I think think I estimate it to be like Sunday morning, like around the time I wake up. When it actually reaches 11 billion. And also interestingly, New User Machine is one of those games that I won't be able to access after the Roblox Kids and Roblox Select update. After those things roll out to the other countries. So yeah. That might be the last ID thing, ID snipe or user ID snipe. Just mentioning ID is just like you would lean towards like thinking about the ID verification rather than the Roblox user IDs of players. So that's like a bit different now. So but yeah, but it's the last user. It's the last user ID I can go for, probably. Because I don't think 11.1s is gonna happen in time. Yeah, next stream I'm not even sure if I'm gonna successfully figure out how I'm gonna yap for like 2 hours while trying to figure out what I'm gonna do throughout the stream. So yeah. The next one will be tomorrow at the same time. No idea how that's gonna go. It could be some more experimental thing, perhaps. I don't know yet. I have absolutely no idea what the plan's gonna be. So, yeah. See you next time, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, the user ID snipes is like still like probably gonna be the most popular thing I ever do. So, like, well, even in the video in the popular video of me trying to get the 5 billionth one, the game that I did it in was I think deleted by the or not deleted, like privated by the user or something like that, like multiple years ago or something. It's not even a thing. I don't think it's a thing Roblox related, but even if it was, or something from like way before the ID verification days, so it's not related to that. But now the only other game that could help us out with that is now gonna be inaccessible, I think. And maturity is minimal, but it still will be locked. Because could be because of the maybe I don't know if it's I don't know if it's user inactivity or something. Because the game hasn't been updated in over a year, like could be. I have no idea. Hopefully, I don't even know what's gonna happen. I'll be back for more of maybe something similar to this tomorrow. I already said it. I already said that Same time, yeah, whatever. Probably gonna sleep in a moment. I will see you next time.